A very good afternoon. This is Avinindra Som and you're listening to the news in detail on Gold FM.
The news headlines on Gold FM.
Hero sweeps the board at Platinum Excellence yet again. Domestic gas prices skyrocket. Price hike for rice and kottu. Shortage see cost reduction. President reintroduces national QR payment system. Doctors suspend strike action. 15 ships pass Hormuz in 24 hours. Sri Lanka marks 12 years since T20 World Cup triumph.
The top story on Gold FM.
The Hero Media Network reconfirmed its dominance as the most awarded media entity in the history of Sri Lankan awards ceremonies during the Platinum Excellence Awards 2026 held yesterday. The network secured a staggering total of 40 awards at the prestigious event hosted at the City of Dreams Hotel in Colombo, which recognizes outstanding achievements in the media and business sectors. Hero TV was crowned the television channel of the year, while Hero News took home the award for the best news broadcast of the year, further solidifying the network's position as the leader in the local electronic media landscape. The network's success extended across radio and digital platforms, with Hero FM winning the award for the most popular radio station among listeners. Sister stations Sun FM, Gold FM, Shah FM and Suryan FM also received top honours for excellence in personality, entertainment and language-specific broadcasting. In the television category, Hero Star won Best Reality Program while Paata Kurullo was named Best Teledrama. Individual excellence was also recognised as Madhushan De Silva of Hero News won Best Television Presenter and Roshini Vijaysurya was named Most Popular Media Personality. Hero's digital presence dominated the night, with its YouTube, Facebook and TikTok channels winning awards for influence and engagement, alongside top rankings for its news and gossip websites. Hero Mega Blast series also received the awards for the best live outdoor event of the year. The management expresses gratitude to their vast audience, stating that these accolades reflect the unwavering public trust that continues to elevate Hero Media Network to new heights in the Sri Lankan media industry.
This is the local news on Gold FM.
Litrogas and Lofts Gas companies decided to increase prices with effect from midnight yesterday. The price of a Litro 12.5 kilogram domestic gas cylinder rose by 775 rupees, bringing the new price to 4,765 rupees. The 5 kilogram cylinder increased by 308 rupees to a new price of 1,910 rupees, while the 2.3 kilogram cylinder rose by 140 rupees to cost 890 rupees. Lofts Gas also implemented significant hikes starting last night. Accordingly, the price of a 12.5 kilogram domestic gas cylinder increased by 1,070 rupees, with the new price set at 5,700 rupees. Additionally, the 5 kilogram cylinder rose by 418 rupees, resulting in a new retail price of 2,280 rupees. Meanwhile, the All Island Canteen and Restaurant Owners Association announced a 20 rupee price increase for rice and curry packets. The decision follows a significant hike in domestic liquid petroleum gas prices implemented by a major supplier. Now, in a rare move, the price of short eats, however, will decrease by 10 rupees due to a drop in the cost of coconut oil. Transitioning to digital systems can formalize the existing informal economy. Speaking at the Presidential Secretariat today during the launch of a project to popularize national QR payments, President Anurakumara Dissanayake emphasized the need for new tools and models to transform QR transactions into a cultural norm.
ඉලක්ක සහගත ප්‍රජාවට අවශ්‍ය වෙන ඉන්ධන සහනාධාරයක් ලබා දීම. ඒක තමයි වඩාත් යොමු. නමුත් අපි ඒ සඳහා දත්ත කොහොමද එක්රැස් කරගන්නේ කියන ප්‍රශ්නට අපි මොනවද? ඩීසල් සඳහා රුපියල් 100 දක්වා සහනාධාරයක් ලබා දෙන්න. මේ වෙළඳ පොලේ සිද්ධ වෙන උච්චාවචනයේ දෙස බලලා තාමත් අපිට කියන්න බෑ සතියකින් ඉන්ධනවල මිල කොච්චර ඉහළ ආවිද කියලා. ඒ අනුව අපි මොකද කරන්නේ? 100 දක්වා සහනාධාරයක් ලබා දෙන්න තීරණය කළා තිබෙනවා. සාමාන්‍ය ගමේ කෙනෙක් ගත්තොත් මොකද ඩීසල් ලීටර 5ක් ගත්තොත් එයාට ආණ්ඩුවේ සහනාධාරය රුපියල් 500. ලොකු වාහනයකට ඩීසල් ලීටර 100ක් ගැහුවොත් 100ක් එවැනි වාහනයක් පාවිච්චි කළ හැකියි කවුද කියලා අපි දන්නවා. ඔහුට ආණ්ඩුවේ සහනාධාර රුපියල් 10000යි. ප්‍රශ්නයක් ගන්නට. දත්ත පද්ධතීන් පිළිබඳව සහ දත්ත එක්රැස් කිරීම පිළිබඳව අපි වැඩි අවධානයක් යොමු කරන්න ඕනකම තිබෙනවා. අපි පාසල් දරුවන්ට පාසල් පොත්පත් මිලදී ගැනීම සඳහා අඩු ආදායම් ලාභීන්ට රුපියල් 6000ක දීමනාවක් ලබා දෙනවා. අපිට තිබෙන සහතිකයේ කුමක්ද? වුන් පොත්පත්ම මිලදී ගැනීම. අපි අස්වැසුම ලක්ෂ 15කට ආසන්න ප්‍රමාණයක පවුල් සංඛ්‍යාවකට අපි අස්වැසුම ලබා දෙනවා. ඒ මූල්‍ය ප්‍රතිපාදනය අස්වැසුම ලබන අඩුම තරමේ තමන්ගේ ආහාර අවශ්‍යතාවය සපුරා ගැනීම සඳහාවත් වියදම් කරાવી. අපිට මැනීමක් නැහැ. ඒ නිසා මේ සංකීර්ණ ප්‍රශ්නයන් ඉදි මා හිතනවා විශේෂයෙන්ම අපේ මේ ඩිජිටල් පද්ධතීන් හරහා කරන ගනුදෙනු වලට අපි අවතීර්ණ විය යුතුයි. ඒක තමයි අපිට අපි අපේක්ෂා කරන ඉලක්කවලට මේ සහනාධාර සාරජී ගෙවීම අපිට යොමු කර හැකි වන්නේ. ඒ මොනොත් තමයි ක්‍රමානුකූලව අපේ මේ අවිධිමත් ආර්ථිකයේ පංගුව ක්‍රමානුකූලව විධිමත් ආර්ථිකයකට අපිට කැඳව ගන්න පුළුවන්. QR කේත කිව්වොත් ඔළුවට එන්නේ ඉන්ධන සීමා කිරීම සඳහා තිබෙන මේවලම. QR කේතේ හරහා පොහොර ලබා දෙන්න සූදානම් කියලා. ඒතර සමාජ මතයක් ගොඩනැගුවා. පොහොරත් කපන්න තමයි යන්නේ. ඒකට මේ QR කියන එක අන්තිමට ලඝුව තපින පොතෙන්ද සීමා කිරීම වල ගනුදෙනු වලටත් આવොත් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. අර ගනුදෙනු සීමා කිරීමක්ද මේ කරන්න හදන්නේ. ඒක සංස්කෘතිය බවට පත් වෙන නම් මේ QR ගනුදෙනුව අපේ සමාජයේ අර බැඳීම් එක්ක ඇති වෙලා තියෙන ඓතිහාසික ගොඩනැගීම් එක්ක තිබෙන සියලු ගනුදෙනු රටාවන් මේ තුලින් නියෝජනය කරන්න ඕන. ඒ නිසා මම හිතන්නේ අලුත් මෙවලම් අලුත් ආකෘතීන් අපිට අවශ්‍ය වෙයි. මිනිස්සුන්ගේ සංස්කෘතිමය ගනුදෙනු, පුදු ව්‍යාපාරික ගනුදෙනු ඔබට ගිහපු සංස්කෘතිකම ගනුදෙනු විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් තියෙන මිනිස්සුන්. අන්නේ සංස්කෘතිකම ගනුදෙනු වලට කොහොමද අපි මේක ඇප්ලයි කරන්නේ, මේක සම්බන්ධ කරගන්නේ කොහොමද කියන එක පිළිබඳව මම හිතන්නේ අපිට විශාල අවධානයක් යොමු කරන්න වෙයි. අලුත් අවුරුද්දට සිද්ධ වෙන ගනුදෙනු QR කේතයන් හරහා කරන ගනුදෙනු බවට පරිවර්තන කරගන්න ප්‍රචාරක සලස්මක් හදන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒක ඉතාමත් හොඳ හැරවුම් ලක්ෂ්‍ය බවට පත් වෙයි.
Now, the primary objective involves steering Sri Lanka towards an economy with minimal use of coins and notes. Consequently, financial institutions removed all service charges for merchants on Lanka QR transactions up to 5,000 rupees effective today. This move allows small-scale traders to accept digital payments without incurring additional costs. Now, a special lucky draw program for consumers and merchants also aims to encourage QR usage. Deputy Minister of Digital Economy Ranga Veeraratne and Central Bank Governor Nandalal Veerasinghe was also in attendance at the event. The Central Bank Governor noted that these measures provide the necessary infrastructure to modernize the financial landscape. Dr. Hans Wijewardene, the Chief Advisor to the President on Digital Economy, commented on the importance of altering user behavior as much as developing the infrastructure around the digital payment system.
Since the infrastructure is already in place, I think the gap that we see today in terms of adoption can be filled very, very quickly. The other challenge we will have is to change behaviors. Change how customers engage with you, how they engage with their local mudalal, how they engage with the salesman, how they engage with other family members in terms of financial transactions. And it is our duty to create a pathway for all those engagements to be digital, cheaper than cash to execute, more convenient than cash to deliver, and highly trustworthy and reliable. To do that, I think we need to look beyond transactions. We need to look beyond transactions to ecosystem, to entire networks of financial flow. So we have to look at supply chain. Who supplies the mudalali? Who does the mudalali have to pay? Where does money flow? In and out of wallets, in and out of the drawer, as they say, in every single shop.
Now, moving on in more local news, health services across the country returned to normal today following the decision by the Government Medical Officers Association to temporarily suspend the strike. Doctors reported for daily duties at hospitals island-wide after trade union action over transfer disputes disrupted services for several days. General Secretary Dr. Prabhat Sugadadasa stated that the suspension follows an agreement to hold discussions with Health Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa this Thursday. Now, meanwhile, the Central Province Ambulance Association President Sampath Karunaratne said the protest follows the removal of 41 experienced drivers from the health sector for reassignment to other departments.
Now for some news in brief.
Managing Director of the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation stated that a shipment of American WTI crude oil is expected to arrive in Sri Lanka this May.
The business news on Gold FM.
Global oil prices remain steady as investors wait President Donald Trump's Tuesday deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz against potential ceasefire talks. Brent crude futures rose 73 cents to $109.76 a barrel, while US West Texas Intermediate crude traded at 26 cents lower at $111.28 per barrel. The Sri Lanka Tea Board confirmed the suspension of the tea for oil barter mechanism with Iran to avoid exceeding a $250 million payment cap. Local authorities implemented the pause after records showed that $244 million worth of tea had already been shipped to settle fuel debts owed by Ceylon Petroleum Corporation. Hambantota International Port doubled its vehicle yard space and boosted container capacity by 30% to manage a surge in global traffic. CEO Wilson Chi stated that expansion responds to a structural shift in shipping patterns as vessels divert from disrupted Middle Eastern routes. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka sold $71.5 million in March to curb currency volatility, the highest monthly intervention since August 2023. This action follows a 1.7% depreciation of the rupee driven by the Middle East conflict and a strengthening global dollar.
International news on Gold FM.
The Middle East is at a crucial juncture as Donald Trump issued a fresh ultimatum to Tehran. In a social media post, the US president warned that civilian infrastructure, including power plants and bridges, could be targeted if the Strait of Hormuz remains restricted beyond Tuesday evening. The warning comes even as Trump indicated that negotiations are engaged in intensive discussions aimed at settling. Responding to remarks, Iran warned it would retaliate if the US targets its infrastructure. Speaking to foreign media, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Ismail Baghei said Iran's armed forces are prepared to respond, quote, in kind to any attack. He added that Tehran would target comparable US-linked infrastructure if it faces aggression. Iranian state media reported that 15 vessels transited the Strait of Hormuz within 24 hours. Tehran maintains that the shipping lane remains open only to what it describes as non-hostile countries.
Entertainment news on Gold FM.
Viewership for Saturday Night Live UK fell to 130,100 for its third episode, marking a 42% decrease from the series premiere hosted by Tina Fey. And despite the drop in overnight figures, the Riz Ahmed-led installment drew positive reviews for its polished sketches and a bold weekend update segment.
Sports news on Gold FM.
Sri Lanka celebrates the 12th anniversary of its 2014 ICC World T20 victory, the nation's second major global cricket title today. On the 6th of April 2014, a side led by Lasith Malinga defeated India at the Shrey Bangla Stadium in Dhaka to claim the trophy. Mahela Jayawardene finished as the team's leading run scorer for the tournament, contributing 158 runs, including a steady 24 in the final. The match marked an emotional farewell to the shortest format for both Jayawardene and Kumar Sangakkara, who retired from international T20 cricket following the win. And that's all the news for now. Stay tuned to Gold FM for the latest updates. This is Avinindra Soma for Gold FM News. Have a great day ahead.